Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you some of the tools I'm using to keep myself organized and on top of my game in 2015. First is this 3 set of shelves from Target here. This one says mail, and that's where we put all of the bills that we get that need to be paid. Stuff, this is things like coupons and receipts and things like that that need to be filed. And then of course magazines, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. I also put flyers and coupons that need to be clipped there. Here we just have a little spot for our keys. This is mail or things that I'm constantly using. Like this is like our stamps. This is a postcard that often I have friends that say, oh, we're doing a project for our kids and they need a postcard from every state. So I like to have one on hand. This is like a promotion that my local grocery store is running. You know, you get the gist. This can also be found at Target, as can this. This board is from Walmart. This I keep like tabs on how much allowance the kids lost. Basically, if they don't do the chore after 3 times, then I take a day away. Like weight loss goals. This is just kind of like my jot it down so I don't forget it board, and then I'll put it where it needs to go. And then here, of course, is cork board, and this is where a lot of our notices and things of that nature go. Here is our what used to be meal plan, but now that I've gotten this new post-it calendar, not quite sure what I want to use this for, but I do like this. So, you know, this may be like specials coming up this week or something like that, or I may just put my kids' specials on this board. And then we have the post-it calendar, which adheres to the wall. It has the sticky notes. I will implement this better, not quite sure how I want to do it yet, but basically it's a week and we have it as mom and dad. So, you know, this week we had that I'm going to the gym on Wednesday, Christmas party. So it'll be things that are kind of like me and Jeff. And then this is kids, and this is stuff like after school, things like that. So Aubrey has Girl Scouts, Trevor has a play date, basketball. And I would really like these to be color coded per child. School, this is, you know, the specials, the library, the thing, which I think would be nice to put this here because then I could maybe do one of these for bills. And then we have our meal plan, and I would really like to find a way that I could make these reusable, but you know, they are post-it, so you know, who knows. But you know, so far I'm able to use this one for a little while, so you know, this thing could last me quite some time, or I could just start writing on it. I don't know, we'll see. And then that brings us to the kids thing, which works very well. Each week I take every single notice that I get and I put it in this top bin. And then things like, you know, my daughter's like parent guide for her current math situation goes here, and I have it, you know, labeled by the 3 kids that are in school. And then, you know, all the projects and stuff that don't, that we don't need, we throw away. And then artwork gets rotated here, and then I will eventually file it downstairs. And now on to my binders and notebooks and things of that nature. So I have a lot of Target lists. This is just a good list pad that I use. I will use these as kind of a rough copy, a shopping list, whatever. This is my kind of like meal plan type thing. And all these pads are often found at Target in different versions, and they're awesome. I have this planner, which I will kind of use in my purse. You know, if we're at a doctor's appointment and I get one, I'll throw it in here real quick, and then when I go to do my main planning for the month, I'll transfer it over. And then this little notepad I got from Target. I actually have 2 of these. One of these is going to be strictly for my vlog, you know, YouTube things, and then one will be for bills. So this one, you know, I highlighted when we're going to get paid, and I wrote down, you know, the bills that are due and when we're paying them and things of that nature. And then just, you know, little notepads. And then my big household binder. I went through this binder and I figured out what we used, what we didn't use, added some things that I thought we needed, and I'm still not done with this. This is going to be a work in progress. But in 2015, I would really like to update you guys monthly. I do it myself privately, and I think that updating on YouTube would keep myself maybe a little bit more accountable than I, you know, keep myself accountable now. So basically here, when you first open it, is a dollar spot big monthly planner. And this I'm going to be using for my meal plan. So basically I went through and I figured out, you know, what time, like this will be the one time we go out this month, and we go out to eat once a month. So the 3rd will be my mom's birthday dinner, and actually Trevor's birthday dinner too, because his birthday is one of these days. And then I just kind of, you know, went through and we're doing Chinese food takeout because that's like a New England tradition. But so then I did pizza and salad here. So then I normally was going through, and because like pizza and salad is something that we eat normally twice a month. So I would like put it in twice. So like here we have meatballs. So I did spaghetti with meatballs and salad, and then this day I did meatball subs. So I just kind of go through, and I like to alternate my meat. So like this is ground beef and chicken. This is either turkey meat or ground beef, pork, meatless, you know what I mean? So I like to alternate it. So this is how I'm going to be meal planning. And basically, once I get this whole thing filled in, then I will go through and figure out what we need and you know, things of that nature. But I like that that's here on my planner. I can see it. It's good to go. This worked really well last year. We did envelopes, cash envelopes for quite some time, and then we stopped doing it, and I don't really know why. And what I would do is I would take our leftover amount, like at the end of the month, and I would put it in this plastic case, and it was kind of like a buffer, or, you know, oh my gosh, we've stayed under budget on our food account for 2 months. We have $100 extra in this account. Let's go stock up. Or, you know, the sales are really good this month. Let's see what we have extra. So I have one for food. I have one for households. I have one for clothing. And this is kind of too, like, you know, we don't always buy clothing. So sometimes my envelope gets kind of thick, and so I would much rather keep it here than have it in my wallet, and God forbid I lose it. I think I would like to add a few more of these envelopes on. Like, I would like to do food and household as one. I like my clothing one there. I was thinking of doing one for entertainment or kids' school things, you know, so I think I'm going to add a few more of these. And then these awesome printables, I will try to remember to link down where I found them. This one was at Melissa's Bargain blog. She posted on Facebook the other day, and I really liked this. It's a year at the glance. Your checking start and end for each month, and your savings start and end, to kind of see where you are and, you know, what you're doing, and you know, your totals and your debt and how much debt you're paying down and things like that. And I put everything in one of these you know, plastic sleeves or whatever, and I think I'm actually going to buy flags and put them here on pins so that I am not ruining this. This is our in case of emergency information. I'm obviously not going to show that. This is just good information of emergency contacts, things like that. And then here I have like our bills. So I went through and I wrote out, you know, what our bills were from the computer, and then I just put them all out here of, you know, what each bill is, you know, for the month, and what, like, the check closest to when they're due without being late. So that is here. And then once I get my flags, I will go in, and here's my month in a glance, and I will put in all of the amounts of what we're paying, extras, you know, any extras that may come on that month. And each month there's different extras. You know, for January, it's typically us buying for decorations for Valentine's Day gifts, after Christmas shopping, you know, there's a bunch of things. And then I like the savings, starting balance, your deposits, any extra income that went in there, and your ending balance and your goals. I love this. So I am going to try to get some sort of post-it or flags or something so that I'm not constantly writing on here. I do have 12 of these if I need them, but I would just much rather try to use as less paper as possible. And then this is the same idea, but it's, you can make your thing. So we have irregular income, so I'm actually going to put like by importance. So like obviously our mortgage is first, and then our water, and then our electric, and then food, and then gas, and, you know, so on and so on. And I have a lot of these as well. And then this is something that I had in my old binder, and I really did enjoy it. This is from frugalliving.com, and it's kind of like what you spent. So I would use the envelopes for each of these, you know, slots or whatever. And each week, at the end of the week, I would go through and I would tally up all my receipts and figure out what I spent. And then this kind of kept me on point to make sure that, like, I wasn't misplacing money or seeing if I was borrowing money from one month to another, or from one envelope to another, because that's something that tends to happen a lot with people that use envelopes. So I like this because it kept me on point. And then this is like my meal planning, stuff like that. So I used this little slot, and anytime I was like cutting out a magazine or whatever, I would put the recipe here. And then when I went to meal plan, we could always try a couple new recipes, and I really like that. And if we liked the recipe, then I would file it away in my recipe binder. But I didn't want to have a bunch of recipes that I didn't like, so that worked really well. This was really nice for us. I use this more so for like the meat type that we were using, so it would be like chicken, beef, you know, whatever. And I really enjoyed using this for that. And this is from Pinch a Little, Save a Lot, blogspot.com. This was just a really good grocery list if we needed it. You know, as I was meal planning, I would write things down here. I liked it because it's, you know, you could say if there was a coupon or whatever. But, you know, I also just really love these Target lists. They work really well for me. And then this is along with the same of, you know, this original set, these, you know, meal planning for the month type of things. Not quite sure if I'll use this, but I saw it and I printed it and I liked it. This is kind of like the birthday party planning, and I definitely want to add some more pieces to this one. So this is just like our family birthday calendar, our family anniversary calendar. And I really want to add some like planning tools for my kids' birthdays. If you don't know, I have 4 children. In 2015, they will be turning, in September, Aubrey will turn 8. In October, Casey will turn 6, and Ellie will turn 3. And in December, Trevor will turn 11. In May and June, I have a lot of my family birthdays. So I just want to kind of plan my, you know, make sure I'm budgeting correctly. I would like to kind of put like a tally of what's in my birthday sinking funds. I would like to have some like birthday planning, you know, tips and tricks and things there. I'm just very much a pen and paper girl. And then this is something that I use all the time. I don't even know where I got this from, but it's basically, I would take this each month and I take a Post-it. I think I grabbed one. Maybe I didn't grab them. But I take a Post-it and I put the Post-it here. And these are my goals. And I always try to have 3 goals for each situation. And for marriage, you know, it's obviously things with me and Jeff, whether it be go on a date night or work to be kinder to him or, you know, whatever. Home is always home projects, things I want to get accomplished in the house. And I try to make these bigger projects, not like clean the house, you know what I mean? More like paint the kitchen or organize the hutch or whatever. Family is my kids, so, you know, things I want to do with my kids. And typically I try to do 4 goals here, 1 for each kid. Business is kind of like YouTube, bills, you know, whatever it happens to be that month. It's typically more so bills. I really don't set a lot of YouTube goals for myself. YouTube for me is a fun thing. It's not a job thing. Spiritual, we don't really go to church, but I do like to try to, you know, do this more so focusing on me and my relationship with, you know, who I believe in and what I trust in and things like that. And then health. This is always, you know, gym and diet and vitamins and things of that nature. This is a cleaning checklist. There is someone I follow on Instagram that each day she says what the goal is. There's also Fly Lady, another really great one. And I want to get more on a routine rather than just like, I mean, my house is always clean and organized, but I really want to get on a routine more so and, you know, make my daily chores. And when I was using this last last year, it really worked well. You know, you set your daily chores, your weekly chores, monthly, quarterly, and annually, and you check them off. And I really, really enjoyed that. And this one is from the Pinch a Little, Save a Lot blog as well. Stockpile inventory list from the Coupon Project. I have quite a few of these printed, and I want 1 for food, 1 for freezer, 1 for like my pantry food, 1 for freezer, 1 for household cleaning items. And this is really awesome if you coupon. It really makes sure that you're not getting 800 toothpaste when you actually need conditioner or shaving cream or something like that, because that happened to us a few times. This one is labeled gifts. It really should be labeled holidays. So I have like our Thanksgiving dinner budget. I really want 1 for Halloween budget. I really want 1 for Easter budget and Valentine's budget. This is the holiday budget from Organized Christmas. This is the Thanksgiving menu from Pinch a Little, Save a Lot. The Thanksgiving cooking schedule, the master gift list. This needs to be buffed up big time. I definitely didn't have enough organization in my gift buying, holidays, things like that, and I definitely want to get that. I want to have down to like what I need for decorations, for table things, for all that stuff. For the main ones that we celebrate are Valentine's Day, Easter, Memorial Day, July 4th, Halloween, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Clothes, I would like to print the thing from Organized Christmas that kind of goes through like what the sizes of the kids are. And then I will go as far as going through my bins and saying, okay, Aubrey needs long sleeves or short sleeves or whatever for the next size up, because we do have a ton of clothes downstairs. So that's another big goal of mine for 2015. And then finally, savings. I would really like to update this every single time I put money in the savings, even if it's $25. To see this balance slowly go up, I would love that. I just think it's a really, really good goal. And I'm also going to try to do the $1, $2, $3 savings goal for 2015 in a totally separate account, and I plan on that being my Christmas money for next year. And then this is outstanding debt. And if you don't know, we walked into 2014 with no debt besides our home. In 2015, we decided that we needed to get a source of credit because we are trying to do some upgrades to our house that are to make them more efficient, i.e. changing from electric heat to gas heat, which would also mean we have to change our stove, our dryer, and a few other things. And to do that, we do have to take out a loan with the electric company, and they said that we are more than capable of getting one, but we need credit. So that's why we took on my van loan. It's a very small loan, but so, you know, basically we have the house and the van. But that's that. So this is my 2015 binder. If you have one of these binders, please let me know. If you know of any of good paperwork or, you know, things like that, like I mentioned, please let me know, because I want to make this as, you know, informative and as nice as I can make it, and to keep me on track.